This video is sponsored by me! I have just released the second episode of The Biscuit Show! It's very fancy and very funny, hopefully. I hope you enjoy it. If you enjoy awkward humor, kind of like The Office, then you might enjoy this.
I died here.
Oh, right.
1863. But I'm lingering.
Yeah.
I'm lingering.
Got some unfinished business.
A little bit. Oh, you've heard?
Yeah. Yeah. Link in the description below, but let's get on with the video. Hello, you sexy biscuits, and welcome back into Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Today, we're going to be looking at IGN's new video. This is really interesting, and honestly, there is some stuff in here that looks mind-blowing, including a first look at wolves. Yes, we now have hostile animals. So, of course, go and check out IGN's full video. This is going to be me breaking it down and looking at the stuff that interests me. And I will say there might be light spoilers in here, so if you don't want to watch this, fair enough.
Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is a direct sequel to a notoriously unforgiving medieval RPG. Our hero, Henry, is a bit more experienced after the events of his last adventure.
Yeah, you can definitely say that. So, right, first things first, we need to look at these. Oh my god, there they are. Oh my god, you can counter them. You couldn't do that with the dogs, right, in KCD1? But look at them. So there's actually a group here of like 3. And if you notice, there's a dead horse here. Did they take down that horse? Is that a thing that can happen? Also, I do love how bloody his clothes are. Oh my god. So you got that blue counter as well that pops up. You see that? That little blue counter? That's the perfect parry. Oh, wow. Obviously, shout out goes to Jesse Gomez, who narrates this, and Liana Haffer, who wrote this piece. But we also have our first look at the blacksmithing. And so we got a couple of small little things here. So we've got move workpiece to the forge. So we're actually going to be building these weapons. Stop smithing. This is the first time we've seen the actual blacksmithing in Kingdom Come 2. We weren't shown this when I got to play it in Prague, annoyingly. But we are going to get our first look here.
You're no match for us.
Oh, God. Okay, finishers are now a thing. Yeah, look at that perfect parry. Look at that. Do we need to watch that again? That's insane.
You're no match for us.
Oh, it's great. I love it so much. Okay, keep going.
Aligned combat system should ease you into things a little bit more. After all, he's not just a village lad waving a stick around anymore.
Oh, did you see that? That body hit that he does to that guy?
System should ease you into things a little bit more. After all.
So he goes in with a hit, and then he knocks him into his side. I wonder if that's gonna that's gonna wind him, right? Pretty badly. Oh my god. Oh! It's so good. Oh, it's incredible. Oh, right through that armor. God damn.
The first game, KCD2, isn't a power fantasy.
Oh. Henry bugged out a little there. He was like, ooh, he got really scared. Ooh. Right, let's go back a second because I want to hear from Procop. What's he got to say?
Always remember that Henry isn't a superhero. The world, especially at the beginning, is dangerous. You don't have any real equipment. Everything will be hard to achieve. And that's intentional. We really like when the progression in the world feels very rewarding.
So we've actually got dialogue for when you're in the stocks. I don't know if this is going to be a story moment, possibly, or if this is going to be just whenever you're in the stocks, because the crime system is now a lot more detailed. Stay silent. I'm the only one with any sense. I'm sorry, but it's your fault. I'm fed up with pulling you out of the shit. Oh, hang on. I know what this is. This is Henry talking to Hans, right? It must be. So I'm assuming Hans is to his right. And he's talking to Hans because, look, I'm fed up with pulling you out of the shit. It must be Henry talking to Hans.
Survival tips that can help you through your first several days in the bandit-infested countryside of 1403.
Just like look at the combat is so nice. Oh! Oh! Oh, it's so good. I love this.
You're not going to find MMO-style quest givers with big exclamation marks above their heads here. Those weren't invented until the early 2000s. But if you're willing to do a little eavesdropping, you might come across some helpful rumors.
Listen what people are saying and explore.
Welcome. You can buy everything you need from me, but excuse the selection. A few days ago, when I was returning with new goods, the horse got spooked and my wagon tipped into the pond.
A lot of times people will give this little tip about that somewhere, I don't know, some merchant caravan was like ambushed. And you can go really there, you can find useful items.
Oh, that's so cool. So you can find the item that he's actually talking about. It's real in the world. So Indiana Jones, actually, the new game that just came out, is doing something very similar, where you can be walking around and you can hear people talking about certain things, but you'd think it would just be a bit of like background dialogue, but no, you can actually, I don't know, there's a woman who lost her paintbrush and she's like, damn, I can't paint without my paintbrush. You can find that and take it to her, which I love, and I'm glad that Kingdom Come Deliverance is doing something similar here. I love that kind of, it immerses you in the world a hell of a lot more, because of course you're taking this in and you're using your brain, right? You're using your brain and going, well, hang on a minute, this might actually exist, so we could probably do something with this.
No escape!
It's also important to think about all the ways you can stack the deck in your favor before the Clash of Steel rings out.
Definitely use all the tools you have. You can...
Why was that in there? It was like having some combat, and then it just cuts to you just choking a woman to death. What was that? What? Oh no! Barbara! Oh, that's amazing. Yeah, there's throwing stones now. If you remember, Far Cry 3 had this mechanic. It's very similar to that, and it's great. So yeah, I love this. This is very early on. This is after the prologue, and this is where Henry and Hans have jumped into the nearby lake, and are just taking a bit of a swim, and they hear some women cleaning clothes, and they want to kind of, Hans is being very, very Hans, and he wants to go and take a peek. So that's what this scene is here.
What was that sound?
Sorry, on a completely unrelated note, I was just listening back to this in editing. Does it not sound like the women are singing, I was born in a poo-poo? I know it's Czech, I know, that's what it sounded like.
What was that sound?
I was born in a poo-poo. No, I'm so sorry.
You can poison your weapons, for example, so you will have easier combat. There are people in the world that can teach you something about combat.
The famous Master Tomcat visits your region, and you yokels don't even appreciate it.
Especially Master Tomcat in Nomad Camp, one of your first destinations, because he can teach you new combos, new moves, you can improve with them, you can practice with them.
Oh, so this is going to be our alternative to, oh god, I'm going to get this wrong. Is it Captain Bernard or is it Robard? I always get those two confused. It's the one that's in Ratai, Upper Castle, right? The one that you go and train with. I'm assuming this Tomcat is going to be that kind of person, so you can go and train and hopefully learn like the parry and all that kind of stuff with him. And as I will always say with Kingdom Come Deliverance, practice, practice, practice. It's super important.
Or if you prefer ranged weapons, there are some shooting contests.
Yeah, I don't think that's a legal contest, right? Oh yes, in this contest, we have to shoot this man in the face. No, that must have been taken from somewhere else. I don't think we're actually gonna, there's not gonna be a guy who's just like, yeah, I'll volunteer as the guy you try and aim at.
If you play a lot of action games these days, you're probably used to how a stamina meter works. But in KCD2, it's a little different, and you'll need to learn how to balance your stamina.
Okay, we have our first footage of Mutt here. And you can actually see it says Sikkim with X. And also, I do love this. This is something I wanted to point out because I don't know if as many people know about this, but there is basically a chat button now at any time. So you can hold down Alt here I think it was LB on the Xbox controller, and you can then be like, hey, stop fighting, or you can taunt them, and there's all these different yells and cries that Henry does, including, I feel quite hungry, which is amazing.
It's a little different, and you'll need to learn how to balance your stamina use between attack and defense. Attacks that hit any area where you're currently armored can be absorbed, but only if you have the stamina for it.
Okay, so that works exactly the same as Kingdom Come 1. There's no difference here, generally. So if you're used to Kingdom Come Deliverance's stamina system, then you're going to be absolutely fine here.
Usually, your enemy's attack will not pierce your armor, but in that case, it will hurt your stamina, just your stamina. But if you have no stamina, if you are hacking to, relentlessly and mindlessly, it will hurt your health. So always keep some stamina, be really careful about that.
What you're made of? I'm just getting warmed up, you shit.
Can we just talk about how damn good this game looks? Like, I keep seeing comments of people being like, oh, it doesn't look any better than Kingdom Come 1. What are you looking at? Like, look at this. That is stunning. I don't understand. This is like got bitrate stuff due to YouTube and me downloading it. It's got like, it doesn't look as good as it does in real life, but honestly, it looks great. And I just can't understand the people who are saying that this game doesn't look much better than the first one. It really does. And as someone who's actually physically played it, I can 100% attest to that, because it does look so nice. And it just looks so much more detailed than Kingdom Come 1.
KCD2 strives to deliver a historically authentic experience, and that extends to its combat. For example, if you're used to old school RPGs, you might be surprised to find how different kinds of armor work in this world.
Ooh, look at this. This is nice. Right, so we've got a couple of different things here. We've got our helmet and the underpart here. We've got our nice, look at that plate. Oh, all these different layers. And yeah, layers work realistically, so you actually have to put them on in the right order. So you couldn't, let's say, put the plate armor on and then be like, oh, I want to put a shirt under this. That wouldn't work. You need to put that under first, right? But also we got our rings here. We've got different like accessories, like hoods, which I'm hoping you can take down and put up like you can with the helmets. Because yes, the helmets now, there is a button you can press to lift and lower, right? And I love the look of this. Oh, it's beautiful. Sorry, what? Hang on. What was that? What is this? Oh, Henry! He's got his butt plug out. Right, okay, continue.
People in heavy armor couldn't move, and it's not true. It was introduced by some movies, but it really is not true. If you layer your armor correctly, you're really able to move quite freely. It doesn't mean it doesn't affect your movement.
And that's an interesting thing. When we actually went to Prague, they showed us a little demonstration of all these different armors. And there was a guy in full, and there's a video on my channel, you can go check it out. There's a guy in full plate armor. And he's jumping around. There's stories that they used to climb ladders, used to get onto horses on their own. Like, the idea that heavy plate armor is kind of debilitating isn't as true as they make it out to be, which I really quite like, because they're staying historically accurate.
Really able to move quite freely. It doesn't mean it doesn't affect your movement at all or your stamina regeneration. Even in our game it still does, but you can remedy that by improving some of your skills. For example, if you have high agility and high strength, you can really carry a lot more armor on yourself.
What is happening? I don't know what's happening here. Who's that guy in the back? He's just like, what, why am I here? So we've got the two guys in armor fighting us. We've got what looks like a monk to the right, just kind of stood there watching. And we have this other guy. Who is he? We need to name him. Gerald. There, that's Gerald. He's just stood there.
It's always a choice what armor you will equip. If you really want to, you can...
Oh, wait, whoa, what is... Hang on. How are they doing that? Is that the camera mode?
Warrior, mostly.
Okay, yeah, that must be the camera mode, right? Because that's not NVIDIA Ansel, I don't think. So the photo mode, I think, does pause the game. So yeah, you could actually get these really cool pan shots, which is going to make for some really interesting videos. But yeah, you can see here.
You can do really agile warrior.
It's quite smooth as you kind of circle around.
But I still think that if you have the stats for it, going for the proper layered armor is the best strategy you can employ.
Okay, this is super intriguing. I want to see what this is like.
The first Kingdom Come Deliverance began with helping your father make a sword, but that was only possible in that one cutscene. In KCD2 though, Henry can take up his dear old dad's profession for real.
So there's very minimal UI. You really have to do all those things you really have to do even in the game.
Wow. So it's kind of like the alchemy, I guess, where you kind of have to work out with the right temperatures, use the bellows properly. Yeah, because you can see blow is no comment. Shut up. So yeah, there's going to be some little things you have to keep track of, and that's really intriguing. I wonder if people who actually do forging in real life are going to be able to do this off by heart. That would be really interesting to see.
How temperature of the blade is, and you check it by just looking at the blade, and you have to correctly gauge the color of the blade. I think it's really cool minigame.
Oh, that's so cool.
Very good source of money at the beginning.
Oh, a money tip right at the start. Okay. So yeah, make a load of swords and then sell them for profit.
Quest at the beginning, which will introduce you to a smith, and you can help him. And he will also give you access to a blacksmithing place where you can do that.
Oh, that's so cool. What is that? Milky water. So Henry can read now, which is nice. There's Marigold. Love Marigold. Gradually heals part of your health, helps against hangovers, or it cures immediately. If good quality, you will need water, a handful of nettles, and 2 handfuls of marigold. What? Ask the nettle to the cauldron. What? Ask the nettle to the cauldron and boil for 2 turns. Grind the marigold and add it to the cauldron. Oh, add! Sorry. And finally pour. Okay. I like that it's got a way better description on the right-hand side. You see, it's way more detailed now, because I really struggled with alchemy for the longest time.
It's faster to do potions now, so it's also a very good source of money at early game. And there's also a lot of useful perks. Pretty early on, you can unlock a perk that will unlock new tiers of potions, which are very powerful, and it can help with many things. For example, there's stats requirements for some weapons, so if you have this potion, it's easier for you, or you can heal yourself a little bit. You can also sell those potions. They sell for a pretty hefty sum.
How bold of you! You steal something from us and then you go walking around with it on.
Oh no, by the way, look at the rabbit. Look at the rabbit. My favourite part of Kingdom Come 2. He is so cute. I love him. He's so amazing. So this guy knows you're wearing stolen armor.
But what if you'd rather not bother with an honest day's work at all? After all, what's the fun in a big open world with guards and laws if you can't go on a...
Oh, pickpocketing is now called rob. Right, okay, that's interesting. Was it? No, it wasn't called rob before, was it? It was called pickpocketing.
Criminal rampage.
We've got... Oh my god, by the way, they are pushing their bloody limit. They're in the red the entire time. Wow, okay, they somehow got away with that. So he's got a sheepskin in there and a pear. And some keys, okay.
As well.
If you are not afraid to...
Did it used to tell you, like, the different stats of the items? That might be a perk. I don't remember it telling you, like, the price and the weight and stuff.
To do some shady work, stealing and selling horses is really a big source of income. So...
Oh, you can now sell horses? Oh, intriguing. Okay, so it's kind of like, did Red Dead 2 have a feature like that where you could sell stolen horses? I think it did. I could be wrong.
So you have to first search for people which will buy the horses. And once again, it is the gnome.
Oh, also, did you see that? It showed you can now praise the horse when you're riding it. That's also from Red Dead 2, right?
Will buy the horses, and once again it is the nomad camp, so I suggest going there, and if you want to do something like this, it's a really good source of income.
I've got horse black market. Okay, I've got a horse for you.
Horse for you here.
What do you want to do with him?
I want to exchange him for groschen.
Wait, whoa. Did you see that? It said acquire, but you already have it.
To do with him?
Again, Red Dead 2. I think in Red Dead 2 you could, like, not insure your horse, but you could like set it as like one of your own, but I think you had to pay a small fee for that, right? Or even in Starfield, for instance, the ships, if you stole a ship, you'd have to pay to make it yours, which completely ruined the whole selling system in that game for me. But this seems like you can acquire or sell, so that's really nice.
I want to exchange him for a groschen.
For this one, I will give you this much.
How much? Wait, sorry. 80? 80 groschen? That's bloody pittance. What the hell? You can still haggle, good, but 80 groschen? Are you kidding?
If you're going to be a proper knight though, you're going to need a steed of your own. And it won't do to ride around on a stolen one, because someone might recognize it and report you to the law after all. Luckily, there's a quick way to obtain one more legit.
Whoa, hang on. Did you see that? It said remain on path. So there's now a button that you have to press to remain on the path. You see that? E? Because in Kingdom Come 1, you just kind of double tap the gallop button, right? And then and then hold it and they'll stay on the path. But now there's a button you have to press.
Getting a horse early is really useful. It will vastly expand your inventory, and obviously you could move way faster. Horses are very expensive, but there is a little surprise at Semine Fortress, so definitely go there.
What surprise is there? Ooh, intriguing!
Armed with these tips, you should be ready to make your way in the threatening world of Kingdom Come Deliverance 2.
So while editing this video, I actually got a DM from Big Vad, who knows an awful lot about Czech history and is really damn good at noticing small little details. And there's this moment in this IGN video.
Armed with these tips, you should be ready to make your way in the threatening world of Kingdom Come.
Now, you probably missed it because it happens really quickly. But he passes by Jan Žižka. And going from the DM that I got, and I've asked to share this and it's okay, it's not a random shield on Jan Žižka's back. The shield bears the symbol of the ram with the horns and a text, "One must know how to suffer to complete a revolt." And this symbol is the coat of arms of Jan Sokol of Lamberg, Hinek of Konstad's friend Dry Devil. He is an important historical figure because he greatly helped Jan Žižka in the rebellion in Bohemia against Sigismund. So could we see Jan Sokol? I'm pretty sure Dry Devil has come up before, I recognize that name. But yeah, I thought this was really cool, and thank you again to Big Vad for pointing this out, because I would not have noticed it. It literally happens within a couple of frames. And they've actually been able to pause it and show us this photo, which shows that, yes, this is Jan Žižka, which is amazing.
For more, stay tuned all December long as our exclusive IGN First coverage of Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 continues, but if you want to watch something right now, make sure to check out our exclusive hands-on preview.
Okay, so IGN has got a deal with, I'm assuming Warhorse here, so they got first dibs on everything. So they are going to be making content up until release, I'm assuming. So they've already released the first 20 minutes of Kingdom Come, what was it, 40 minutes, I think, of Kingdom Come Deliverance, which a lot of people don't want to watch. Fair enough, that's fine. And you want to play that for yourself, I get that. But yeah, so IGN, keep an eye out for IGN, because they're going to be posting some stuff like this over the course of the next couple of months. But yeah, I'm super excited to see what else they show. But these tips and tricks for Kingdom Come are super cool. I mean, a lot of them we already kind of knew from playing Kingdom Come 1, but to have like the blacksmithing tip about making money that way, and also just looking at the combat looks so good. It looks amazing. I am blown away by just how good this game looks. And it really annoys me that it's been months since I played it, and it's just going to be another couple of months until I can play it again, and it sucks. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, make sure to leave a like, comment down below. I'm going to be leaving a link in the description below for this video. Go and check it out. Go send them some love. Honestly, like I hope this is okay, me doing this. I don't want to kind of step on their toes due to them having exclusive access. But I wanted to share some of these cool little things I noticed with you. Because I know you guys are super big fans. Obviously, this kind of channel is just Kingdom Come, right, at this point. So I wanted to kind of give you some insight into what's been shown. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. But until next time, that's me out. Bye, guys.